reaches of the universe is the star planet Symbion, a perfect world until their biological experiments exploded, creating an exotic realm beyond all belief. As mutant life forms ravaged their global paradise, a new and incredible species emerged, the Sectaurs, with Prince Dargon leading his warriors of the Shining Realm against the evil General Spydrax. He would destroy all to rule all. His terror troops of the Dark Domain know no mercy. The brave, the bold, and the fearless stand with Dargon. The brutal and cruel attack with Spydrax. These are the Sectaurs, the warriors of Symbion.
Hey everybody, the Freelancer back again to do another showcase for freelance for you guys. It's actually pretty late at night. I took a far too long a nap earlier in the day, so now I'm wide awake and it's 11:45 at night. Great day for me. I decided, as you can tell, more Sectaurs. Hey, what can I say? But I decided I wanted to go ahead and kind of speed this along because, to be perfectly frank, I just want to get to the hive and really show it off. But like I said, I didn't want to do it before you've seen every single one of the figures in the collection. You know, so I want to get to it. You guys want me to get to it. So I decided I'd take 3 of the 4 that I still have left to do and just combine them all together into one video. Because it's always this, you know, the same basic idea with all of them. I never have anything bad to say about them. Articulation's always going to be the same. The only real differences in them would be just the...
The secrets of the Great Hive will never belong to the Dark Domain. Maybe we can stop him.
How? Spydrax has your map.
Yes, but I know the map. We can follow him. We have to cross the Lake of Blood.
Mantor, of all the figures, I do like the fact that, you know, yes, he's got his shield. Yes, he's got his little gun, but he has this crossbow. There you go, that's the word I'm looking for. And I really like not only the crossbow, but even molded in to his rubber belt, he has this extra section here, this little quiver of small arrow bolts to go with it, and I really like that. And also, on the back here, you can actually take this weapon. And it's not the easiest thing in the world, but of course it's not too terribly difficult either. But you can actually move the rubber around a little bit. Anyhow, you can take it and actually slot it into the armor, so he holds it on his back. You know, and then you have room to actually take his gun out of its holster and have him hold it. So, just a nice little addition to the armor. It gives a little more function. It's not just there to hold a bunch of weapons, and when it can't, drop them on the ground. They can actually carry them around. I like that a lot. That is a nice little touch for me. Now, his bug buddy Rapplor, like I say, this is one of my favorite little bug gimmicks. First of all, he's got these big, ugly, you know, pincers in the front of him. I really like that. And it's just almost disproportionate to the rest of the bug, but for some reason it just works on it. You know, it just looks just right. You see this little wheel here. As you probably can guess, you can take this, and then he's got this string. But this isn't all. I mean, this is an exceptionally long string. That's the end of it right there. Here's here. And that's it. And it holds him very nicely. And you can actually attach, you can have Mantor or any other figure hold on to Rapplor, and you can pull him up. You know, of course, the drawback is that it doesn't just snap back in. You have to take it and spin the wheel and get it to come back in. One of the things I've noted is that it's exceedingly difficult to find him with his completed string. It seems like a lot of kids just lost the string over time. And I remember owning this little figure, and I think we did the same. Because this little wheel it's not locked in. You can just pop it out. You know, in case it ever got tangled or anything like that, you can ask Mom and Dad to fix it for you, because when you were a kid, you didn't feel like doing that stuff. Next in the line is Zack. Zack is, characterization-wise, one of my least favorite types of characters. He's the young, you know, brash, headstrong type character, you know, just wants to be the fighter and the warrior and all that stuff. And that kind of thing bores me. You know, you have it with characters like Human Torch, etc. It's just not that interesting to me. I know it's kind of one of those obligatory archetypes that you just have to have in a show or whatever, but it bores me. I don't like it. Never have, never will. That's just me. I do like how he's the only one that centers, I mean, even among the villains, he's the only character that centers strictly around long-range weaponry. He doesn't have a sword, doesn't have a place to hold a sword, any of it. I mean, you could put a sword in his hand if he wanted to, and he did use one in the little cartoon, but that's not what he's known for. He wants to get things done quick, easy, and move on to the next one. I will say I do like, especially because of its size, you can really, really see all those details in the gun. And as I discussed before, these were heavily, heavily detailed, even for 80s toys, and compare them against, I've been looking at a lot of the accessories for DC Universe Classics and Master Universe Classics, and the detail in these weapons still holds up even against those, and in a few even surpasses what we have now. That's pretty strange to me. In any case, he then had, of course, his little bug buddy, Bidor. And as you can guess from his name, he bites stuff. He's got this little button in the back. That's it. He was basically, you can tell, I like this little spiked collar that he's got, because he was basically a dog. I mean, that's what he was. He was the insect equivalent of a dog. You know? Certain ones, this one not so much. The springs, almost a little too tight on this one, I guess you'd say. Some of them, when he would do it, he'd actually make this little snapping sound. I have one that does, but it tends to get stuck. This one doesn't, and that's why I'm using it, because I can just sit here and go blah, 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 blah. Now, but the final one in here is Night Fighting Dargon.